So I think everybody's here but Banana, and he might be late. I'm not sure. So let's go ahead and get
Bully guy's here.
started. Of course he is. He's always here.
But I thought he wasn't going to be here.
He's probably listening in. He's not here to play.
I see him in the game. But anyways,
Yeah.
who wants to recap what happened last time? What, 3 weeks ago? Think so?
I'll tell you exactly what happened. There was a party, right? And there was fighting, but nobody thought to invite me. And I'm fucking pissed.
Was there fighting last time?
Yeah.
Where?
Like just random
It was
brawls.
unexpected fighting.
Where was
Random brawls. After the short one.
Was there fighting?
I don't remember.
Last session, the mayor was informed that Iandis had been killed and announced there would be a citywide festival to celebrate this fact.
Yeah.
Yes.
During the festival, the simulacrums of Silas and Vigo were utilized to cause mischief and mayhem, which resulted in several drunken groups of vigilantes chasing them down, constantly looking for the little one. There was
bar brawls.
street fighting involved. There was a lot of people got busted up.
Nothing too serious. You got involved in it, I thought.
Yeah, you got into the most of it.
Did I though? Did I get to roll my dice?
Not really.
Yeah.
But,
then no.
Roll a d20.
Vigo paid a brief visit to the mayor's house while it was mostly deserted.
I'm much happier that I got to roll a d20.
And found a few things out, reported those back to the unseen dust. And pretty much that was it. So the final decision, I believe, was, as stated earlier, that we would be speaking with the mayor today, this session, concerning the status of the next 3 towns in this area, either Zhinas, Jailing, or Idlewell, and deciding what our next move was. Not being the military guy in the group, I would think that getting Zhinas would give us a nice triangle of support between Raventown and Craith. We could also go to Jailing, but that would leave us exposed to Zhinas from several directions because we don't control it yet. So just a thought, but I think Idlewell is a little out of our reach for what we're trying to do.
Well, we are, I believe it was said that we are responsible for taking one more city, and then the rest of our group is taking the other 2. So correct. I think either way, we're hitting all 3 of them at once. It's just which one do we want? I think is what our DM said last time.
More or less, sorry, was following.
Yeah, so we are. So I guess positioning is a little bit less important because we're just hitting all 3 at once. So, but we do need to get info on which one do we want? Which one do we think requires our attention the most?
So then that leads back to the conversation with the mayor to see if he has any dirt on one of those 3 towns, and we make a decision from there. That's what I recall from last time. But good point from you, Mood, as well.
If I remember correctly, Zhinas is known for more magical items. I believe Zailing, or hold on, let me get my notes. I think Zailing was like a mineral type town. Let me see if I can't find where I put it.
I would like to lake rocks.
We heard before. We heard Zhinas was the trade city because it was in the middle of everything. And then I don't think we've had any info on the other 2. At least I don't remember any info on the other 2. So it being a mining town's new. To at least me, anyway.
Yeah, Jailing is the mining town. Zhinas is the they're more of a trade town, trade city.
What about Idlewell?
Idlewell is known for its fish market.
Okay, so Idlewild is also a port city.
Pretty close. There's the bay goes all the way up to Idlewild, as far as like the river and whatnot, and it's a fast moving current where it can easily bring in ships from the ocean and whatnot.
But it was closed. Was
Yes,
the whole continent supposed to be closed off?
yes, they're allowed to fish, and that's it. But like, if it was reopened, it would be a port town essentially.
Okay.
Technically, this should be more over this way. But semantics.
Okay. From those descriptions, I say Zhinas then would be, unless anyone has a specific.
Well, we're just literally going off of a basic question. I think a quick trip to have a chat with the mayor might be in order. Who was it that went to see the mayor the first time?
I did.
Well, you did. So maybe a quick chat with your buddy, the mayor, and his secretary, and see what they say about those three towns, and come back and let us know, and then we'll make a final decision.
Okay.
But I think Zhinas, and I think I'm not opposed to Zhinas. I just would like to hear if there's anything between it and jailing that makes it more desirable, or Idlewild if we really have to go that far.
Well, do we even trust the mayor anymore? Because we know that he has a crush on one of the other riders.
Well, we figured out, or at least
You cut off.
yes, we at least brainstormed that the crush on another rider was more like he saw this person, she's gorgeous, she doesn't know he exists.
Okay.
And then he's never really interacted with this person. The only thing I would be worried about is then if she then comes to this town and is like, give me the town, he might just say yes. But if we're planning on removing her anyway, that shouldn't be an issue. But I don't think it does, because we couldn't find any more information about him connected with her. It's not terrible to say that it was just she's gorgeous and she might have enchantment powers, because I don't know, he seems level-headed enough to not be swayed by just someone that's beautiful, but who knows.
That's the guy that went and seduced him.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. I'm of the opinion we can trust him to give us some honest statement, and that he won't turn around and betray us due to his reaction to Aendis being dead. So please go have your conversation, come back with a whatever answers he gives you, and we'll make our final decision from that point.
Yeah, I can go do that. So I'll go talk to the mayor and the person, as I had scheduled a meeting to do that already.
Yep.
We had a list in planning.
Do we? I
don't. Starting at. I don't think we have anything higher than that. So yeah, we wanted general descriptions. The leaders of the for each of the towns, we wanted. At least I wanted a general description. The leaders and anything he knows about them. Any Archie level people left in the area. So who are the movers and shakers? Where is Bane the strongest? Where's the?
I'm
presence
very
of Bane
interested in all of
strongest?
these things.
I would like to know what he knew about Raventown, because that town just seems to be an outlier, at least a little bit. I was going to confront him about the. If he knew about any other Dragon Riders. I don't think I'll straight up confront him about the thing, but I'll ask him if he knows anything about Dragon Rider. Yeah,
I don't recommend bringing that up. That might tip his hand.
Yeah, so that was about it that we got through planning. So yeah, we have the basic descriptions, which was fish, mining, trade city. Anything about their leaders that he knows, and any Archie level people in Bane.
All right. So yeah, he'll give you the information about Zhinas being, a trading town, Jelling being the mining town, and Idlewell being a port town, essentially. That's, I mean, there might be fish in that spot, but that's not where we're talking about. Whoever wrote that.
I just thought it looked like a fish the way you drew the lines.
Yeah, I guess kind of. There are no Archie level people left in this area. That was the big one. As in regards to Raven Town, that was Iandis' hometown before he became a dragon rider.
Okay.
Bane's strongest presence would probably be in the capital area.
Of this this area.
It would have been Raven Town.
Okay. Oh, so we took the capital first.
Yeah, you pretty much took the capital of this area first.
Okay.
The only leader that he would know about, and he gets kind of like a forlorn look in his eyes and says, there is one that I have met before besides Iandis, and I tell you, she was something wonderful. And he'll say,
okay, that was a dragon rider. Right?
Yes, her name was Seza. And she is wonderful. She is a Goliath of a woman. She rides a white dragon, and they're magical. They're just creatures of beauty, both of them.
Good.
But the dragon riders are not allowed to mingle with us common folk, so I gave up on that many years ago.
Okay. And then we would look at the leaders of Zhinas, Jailing, and Idlewell, like the other mayors. Anything about them?
They're all level-headed people. And they would be great allies.
What about their relationship with Iandis and Bane? Like, you guys were very ecstatic that they were gone. How will they react, do you think?
Zhinas might be a little upset because, they get a lot of trade, and with Raventown being closer to them. But Jailing and Idlewell, they'll be happy to see that Iandis gone. As they were farther away, but they were still oppressed by having to bring everything that they, control for Iandis. So that set of freedom should be in your guys' favor.
Does anybody else have any other questions you would have asked me to ask the mayor?
Fight? Question mark?
Vigo has no additional questions.
Okay, I don't have any additional questions. No?
Perhaps I would like to rephrase my question. Fight! Exclamation point. That is all.
Okay. Based on the information that I would say that Mood brings back to the group as we're sitting in the inn, where does the group as a whole, each individually, kind of think with it? They think we should go, and I'll start with Mood first.
I'll vote for Zhinas just because I think the rest of our people can take the two towns that are very happy to be not under the thumb of Iandis, as well as Zhinas is the die for magic items, and we like magic items. It was a big factor for not leaving here for a little longer. So that's my vote.
All right, thank you. Dunny, where do you think we should go?
Well, I think you know where I want to go.
Yeah, but I want you to say one of the three towns.
The fighting town.
Okay, I want a name. A specific name of a specific town.
I can't remember.
Okay. So that's an abstention. Silas, where do you think we should go?
I think we should go to Zhinas because of the possibility of magic items, and we can use that to our leverage. We haven't really had a lot of opportunities to shop for that.
Okay, very valid reason.
I remember
Mel,
now.
where do you think you should go? Not your turn, Dunny. You had your turn. You have to sit
Hey.
quietly.
Hey.
Sit quietly. All right, Melisande, where do you think we should go? So it boils down to Zhinas may be the one town where the mayor would be a little disappointed in losing trade because Raventown, the seat of power, was controlled by Andis, whereas Jailing, the mining town, and Idlewild, the fish town, would be probably more closer to the response we got here in Kraith, as far as they're happy Andis is gone and we're more amenable to things. So Zhinas seems to be the one place we might actually have a conflict, whereas the other two might be more closer to Kraith-like in response.
Well, weren't we trying to go along the coast so that our people could get in better?
Our people are going to take whichever two we do not take.
Correct. So there's 3 towns to pick from, and the rest of the Valence will come in and take the other 2 towns. So we're just trying to pick which one we want to go to and we think is best for us. But the other 2 will be taken by other members of our group.
I guess maybe Zhinas, 'cause we didn't really have much of a challenge in the last town, so that might be a little bit of a challenge.
Okay. Well, it seems like the group is ready to go to Zhinas, so there's no problem. All right. So I would say we go there. Any objections to going to Zhinas?
What was the one that Dougie wanted to go to?
He abstained from the vote, and
I know, but he
no longer
remembered, so I was
recognized him.
just gonna let him talk.
No, he abstained from the vote,
No.
so that doesn't matter at this point. We're moving forward now. At this time. Okay, so the vote is to go
I
to
want to go to
Zhinas.
Raventown.
Wonderful. Okay.
We've already been to Raventown.
Yeah, I want to go back. I got to fight.
We denied the
Raventown.
Elven Princess to speak. A request. Dougie, we've already been to Raventown. Okay, never mind. I'm sorry I stood up for you.
I acknowledge no royalty but my own.
I wasn't talking to you.
All right. What's the quickest way for us to get to Zhinas? So we can travel there on the roads. We can, well, I don't know if Mood can teleport us or
Yep,
what
we
that
can
would
just
turn out to be.
bamf there.
Huh?
Yeah, we don't have to walk. We can just be there. Like the same way we got to Kraith.
Look, dude. I know I say it often, but you're fucking ridiculous.
Huh?
Sorcerer's
You're
teleport, dude.
ridiculous.
Yeah. Actually, the only reason we can do this and it will take less than a day is because we have a dragon buddy. Dragon buddy.
Speaking of, he will stay in Kraith.
Is he
Yes.
in Kraith?
Did he come? No, he might.
No,
might
he
still
never
be in-
came.
What about
no,
He's
he
still in
never came with us.
Raventown.
Yeah, he never came with us. Yeah, so whenever we're ready, we could just be right outside of Zhinas.
Okay. Any further business anyone needs to complete while in the beautiful city of Kraith?
Why is my roll 20 not letting me type on my map?
Oh, sorry, I forgot I locked you out of that.
No, you didn't. Nice try.
Did you
I
do the
mean-
update toolbar thing? It might be that.
Nope. That's just an opt-in, though. You're trying to copy Realm Architect by the looks of it. All right. Try the new toolbar. No, I don't want to have to create a new account. Okay, good.
Oh no.
Okay. Oh, I already don't like this.
It's different.
I didn't even know there was a new toolbar.
Where's my map layers?
Well, it just popped up.
GM layer. Here we go. Okay, cool. All right. So how you guys getting into this? I'm sorry. This is
we'll play shift twice.
okay.
So we get to see a lovely view of the plane of fire again, like right in the city of Brass. We get to look outside. We can say hello, and then success. We're gone again. And we're at 1,000 feet outside of Zhinas.
As you pour into the plane of fire, they go. You're in the middle of like this marketplace with people hawking wares, and you see, exotic animals and all this other stuff. And then just as a street vendor sees you guys, he goes, "Oh, my friends!" Poof, you disappear.
Nice.
Hey, look, I can type on my map now.
No, you can't.
I'm not a fan of this.
I don't see typing anywhere.
You're not supposed
We'll see
to.
it after he's done.
No, you're not supposed to. It's on the GM layer.
Oh.
You guys don't get to see
Ooh,
that.
Fancy.
That's always been there, just so you know.
What has?
Oh, the GM layer that we can't see.
Oh yeah. All right. So yeah, you guys are out about 1,000 feet outside the city. You do see there are a bunch of from the three main roads coming in. There's caravans coming. They're being stopped at the gate. They're being checked. You know what? I will ban your ass so fast. Yeah, I know it's
Excuse
you.
me.
I know it's you.
I make no effort to hide it.
This is also true. Yeah. So you do see the different roads are being used. People coming through. How you guys want to do?
To Zhinas?
Yes.
So,
All right, is there a city
Zhinas.
map we can see? I'm on the big map.
You
there.
guys
Yeah,
aren't.
are we
You guys
in-
aren't in it.
We'll
You're not
walk
in the
to-
city.
Oh.
We'll walk the
Where
1,000
are
feet
we?
to Zhinas. And we're gonna walk up like we're traveling.
So we're just on the side of the road here.
Yeah. You guys
Yeah.
are outside town on the side of the road. Got about 1,000 feet to get to Zhinas.
Mm.
Yeah, I'll start walking.
Do I smell monsters nearby?
Make a perception check.
I don't do those.
I don't think there's any monsters in the region.
I need you to stop saying that. Okay.
Well, it's true, because that's why we couldn't do the whole monsters attack the city as a distraction to get into the keep.
Yeah, baby.
Did you roll that 20? Nope. 18.
No, it's
Uh,
it's. I rolled a 17, so it's 18.
Yeah. So smelling around, you don't smell any monsters except for yourself, and you're pretty stinky.
I'm so absolutely disappointed. If
Yeah,
I'm stinky, it's time for a mud bath.
Yeah, Iandus killed all the monsters in his region.
I'm gonna fucking kill him. I swear to God.
But we already killed him.
You missed out on that
Yes,
one.
we did.
What do you mean you already killed him?
Yeah, we already killed Iandus.
We killed him.
What the fuck?
Yeah, you joined after Indus was dead.
Yeah.
I'm aware, but like,
Still upset
you
about
gotta
it.
play it up. I'm still upset. I wanted to fight the BBEG.
Vigo will give a proper bow to the Elven Queen and indicate that she is invited to
bow.
walk toward the city of Zhinas, following behind Mood.
Oh, I was already heading that way.
That's fine. Vigo will fall in behind.
I guess Dunny is just gonna walk with them. What's Mustard up to?
Are they charging people to enter the town, or are they doing any huge checks? Or is it just kind of like passive surveillance at this point?
We're checking caravans at least. Are they checking everybody?
They are checking. Yes. Why are you doing this to me? I am not a
I
fan
do
of this
it
new shit.
merely to torment you.
No,
You
not
can go up to the 3 lines at the top and say opt out of UI preview.
No,
and
I'm gonna
hit
have to
it
get
back.
used to it because they're gonna change it anyways. So,
Okay.
but it's annoying me. So it's okay. I'll get through it. I'll get through it. All right.
Is that not the correct name?
No, it's not. Quit stream sniping. So you guys make your way up, and they are checking all the carriages that come in, inspecting them, and you do see an exchange of gold to get into the city. As you approach the gate, there's 2 guys there, and they say, "Halt, travelers! What brings you to our fine city?"
Well, that's a very simple question. I have come to sample your fighters.
Do you wish to sample the martial or the magical?
The marshal, of course. I said fighters, not pussies.
Be careful how you word that, my friend. That could be dangerous for you here. But that would be 1 gold piece to enter the city if you wish to just combat.
Okay.
Okay. You hand over your gold piece and they let you to the city. What about the rest of you? Are you here to fight as well? There's a wonderful fighting rink in the middle of the city.
I mean, if it only costs that much.
I assure you that is the expensive fee to get into the city. Because we know you well, and they point at Dougie. The ones who are here to fight can handle a little bit extra fee.
I'm here to inquire about the church and talk to the local monastery.
Oh, you wish to join the Church of Bane? Come in, my brother.
And I walk on through.
What about the rest of you?
Viga looks at the Elven Queen to see how she's going to get her retainers in with her.
My what?
We're your entourage, milady. Please explain why we're here.
Oh.
Were you coming to study at one of the arcane
Yes,
academies?
I'm coming to study the libraries. Or yeah. I came to see their libraries and what yes.
Oh,
what
you
said.
seek knowledge. Very well. That'll be 50 silver pieces for yourself and 1 gold piece in total for the rest of your entourage.
Okay. And I pay it.
And Vigo walks in for free because he's just part of the entourage.
Solid.
Yeah. They're showing the city, and it's as you walk in and you can finally see past these walls. It is heavily wooded, and Mood, being in tune with nature, you could tell it's magical. Like it's forcefully grown through means of magic, and you're used to doing that kind of thing, so you're able to spot it immediately. There are signs. The artisans, some merchants and things like that, and where they craft things is over to the right. The market stalls and things like that are over to the left. In the center of the city is a fighting ring, and there are different schools with different signs to show different martial classes and things like that, and the magical classes as well. They have 2 gardens on the outside of the city, where they use to grow herbs for potions and things of the sort. In Apprentice Alley is where all of the low journeyman trades are being taught. before they are able to graduate to Artisan Road. The Magician's Hold is a marketplace of just magical items where they can make magical items and sell them as well. And then the mayor's house is right here by the schools of the mantle.
This is definitely a city for somebody like Vance to get lost in. Interesting place.
As you enter and you walk, there is a statue of Viandas here in the middle. It's a good 20-foot tall statue.
Curiosity, what's it made out of?
Make an investigation check. Damn, dude. You look at this and you see that it is a mixture of like a stone base and then a marble statue, very well put together and carved out. It's too pristine to have been done by hand.
Is it magical?
The statue itself is not magical, but it was magically created.
Okay.
And it's 20 feet tall?
Yeah.
Okay.
If somebody had a stone-shaped spell, they could really mess with that thing. Okay. Well, we need to go find some place. We need to find a place we can settle into an inn or something. I would think maybe near Artisan's Row, because that would be like the least magical, or possibly near the magnificent merchant market. Well, those are my two thoughts. Anyone else?
Fight.
It's the inns are probably in the merchant area, right? I would assume,
Yeah, I
because
agree.
the people traveling would be the ones most likely in need of.
Merchants.
Yeah, most likely to go into that area where you would put your inns. But maybe in the upper one, but that might be because it's magic based. That might be a more permanent residence comparative to the flowing of normal trade goods.
Makes sense. And then let's see. If I was a mayor of a magical city, I'd probably be a wizard myself. So I'm thinking maybe near the Magician's Hold in the kind of northeast side of the central area.
Well, we know his house is right here. At least I think that's the house, right?
Yep.
You
I
said
think
it was
that's,
right
yeah,
there. Yeah.
pretty clear.
And where would the Grand Library be?
The Grand Library would be this building here.
Okay, I thought that was the mayor's house. All right, that's fine. Okay, so we know we have to go see the mayor at some point. And actually, the others are reversed. I think the key at the bottom says 8 is the Grand Library, which
Don't
I
worry about the
think
key.
is the center
Don't worry
of the-
about the key.
It's
I'm
not
sorry.
specific.
Oh, I'm sorry. All right, so no cheating on the key. Okay, so we need to see the mayor at some point, and we have an aspirant to the Church of Bane who's walking in ahead of us. So we should.
Where's the church? We didn't get that on the map.
The Church of Bane would be right here.
That's a cloister. Okay.
Yes, it is.
No, Cloister is a Pokemon.
So,
Hold on.
We- do we want to find an inn and then deal with the Church of Bane to satisfy some people's needs to beat the crap out of something, and then worry about the mayor and the rest of the city? Because that looks like a big church.
Well, I think your
That's very
Christian say
big.
he wanted to fight, so.
It's like an abbey.
So we want to find a
Yeah.
little base and then go beat the crap out of the church, since that's how it's happened every time. No matter how
Well,
much we try to
why
plan
don't we-
for it.
Why don't we look into the fighting ring in the center of the city first? Because if we can keep, because there's two things. A, there's a chance to walk around, kind of get the lay of the land first. B, it gives the punchy type something to do, and we can then spend our all the time scoping out the church and also the mayor's house, trying to figure out what's going on. So let's find an inn first. I'd say we
Do that-
check out the
okay,
fighting
inn
pit in the
first.
center. So yeah, find a place to put our heads first. Check out the fighting arena, which will take us right past the mayor's house. And then we also take a wander over by the church and kind of see how that setup is. Just so we kind of get the lay of the land before we engage in anything.
How big is the city?
How big
Good
do you
question.
need it to be? It's bigger than that. I don't know. I'm not really good at scales like this. We'll say
Does the regular map have a scale of some sort? And then you could base it off of that if you want it to be bigger. or
Well,
smaller
okay,
than
I'm going to take a wild stab and say your basic house is about 50 feet, let's say 25 feet across. So 2 houses like here
we'll
would
say
fill up a
each square is
square.
100 feet. How's that?
There you go, that works.
that. Okay, so I can blow
Oh.
up the whole city need be. Gotcha.
Explain.
It's a spell, but there's a magic user, so it'll be less effective. It'll be less effective than I want it to be, but it would still do a lot because it's got like it kind of like happens and then you can react to it. But that's not that's worst case scenario. It's fine.
Okay, so bottom line, initially, going to look for some place to stay. Stop a passerby on the street or somebody near the statue and say, we're travelers new to the area, we're looking for an inn that we could stay at. What do you recommend? So find a shopkeep or something in that area.
Sounds like a good plan.
Yes.
All right, so where are you going first? I'm sorry.
We're going to talk
Inn.
to a shopkeep somewhere in this area and
Okay.
just ask for a place. We're travelers. We're new to the city. We're looking for a place we could, find a room or rooms to stay at while we're here conducting business.
All right. Make a investigation check for me.
He'll probably get like a 40 on it or something.
Yeah, Vigo's not bad at those.
Yeah. A 13 is.
And then just make a general charisma check for me. All right. So you're just kind of like browsing shops, pretending to like be interested, and you find your mark and you go, good, and you ask your question, and he says, oh, well, in that case, you're gonna want the Diamond Dog Pub.
The Diamond Dog Pub. Okay, and sounds like a wonderful location.
Oh,
Where
there's-
might that be?
There's a D at the end of that. If you go down the street just a little bit more and to the left, it's the first building in the Artisan Road.
Wonderful.
It's a great place to stay. You'll love it. Very upscale, and it's in one of the better places for crafted items if you've got some money to burn, which you and your entourage look like you got.
Oh, well, no.
Do
no,
we?
her ladyship, does have access to the royal coffers, but I'm just, just a humble part of the entourage. And what does this guy sell in his shop, out of curiosity?
Looking at his shop, he has a whole bunch of different like knickknacks and doodads and trinkets and whatnot.
He's like a, what do they call it? Quiche, not quiche. What's the little knickknacks called? Kitschy? There's a name for it when you collect all the little tiny little glass dogs and kind of things.
I have no idea.
Tchotchkes?
Tchotchkes, thank you very much. So you said a tchotchke shop?
Pretty much. Just a bunch of different things. Like, okay, roll a D1000 for me.
A D fucking what?
A D1000.
1,000. Do we look rich?
Dog, that is a ball. I got one around here somewhere. I'm pretty sure.
Apparently, to these people, we do.
One that catches your eye, in particular, is a. it's a full on set, like it's a chest, right? And you grab it and you open it up, and inside is a set of very erotic undergarments.
Incredible.
That's not the thing I thought I'd find in a chastity cup. Okay.
And then right next to it, which really catches your eye, is a little pouch, and the drawstrings. You go to open it, you can't quite figure out how to untie these drawstrings to open it and look inside.
Oh, he can't open the underwear.
No, this is different. This is a different item he saw.
There's the ball.
Vigo will happily purchase this little pouch because if he can't figure out how to unlock a lock, that's a challenging lock he wants.
10 gold pieces, my friend.
Happily, thank you, sir, and an extra gold for your kindness in directing us to the Diamond Dog Pub.
Pub.
Thank you. Public house. Thank you. Most kind. So 11 gold.
Thank you very much for your generosity, sir.
Send me a DM on what I got. Please, sir.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
No problem. No rush. Are you done? Are you done? Are you done?
Yes, I am.
What was the
Throw
name
my
of
light
the
up
city?
ball at you.
Zhinas. Zhinas.
Thank you.
There.
So is the center a school?
So
Is
there
it a
are
fighting
different
arena?
there are different schools essentially on the outside, like to learn how to, there's archery classes and things like that to be able to increase your skills.
Right, and
then
there's no one stronger than Archie left?
not as far as a level 20 fighter, no.
Okay.
That's like a commander. Yeah, as far as like generals and things like that go, there's no one as strong as Archie left.
Okay.
There might be people as strong as him that aren't in like leadership
Yeah,
roles as
that
far
might be
as like
leadership
military goes, but
Okay. To the inn!
all right. You guys make your way to the inn, and you see the sign. It sparkles as you look at it. The dog sparkles. You almost swear that there are diamonds on the sign, but that would be ridiculous, as they would get stolen. So you go into the inn, and it is immaculate inside. It's just, think of like glitter all over the place. It's that like shiny and sparkly.
That sounds like a nightmare.
Yes, it is.
I mean, if it was, is it actual glitter? Like, does it stick to us? That'd be
No,
awful.
it's just an effect that makes it so it's bright and sparkly. So
Vigo would like to investigate some of this sparkly stuff.
you go to like look at it, and it's embedded into the woodwork, like it's a spell or something that's giving off this effect.
Is it a spell?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
As you walk in, you do see that there are two large dogs, mastiffs, with diamond collars around their necks, just kind of like sitting, being good boys.
Are they just large dogs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Your T1000 lights up.
I walk over to them to like admire them and possibly pet them.
Did I hear something about puppies?
Yeah, there's two big dogs.
You're not with us.
Where
he
the
not
fuck
with us?
am I?
You
What?
went to go
What?
fight,
Did he?
didn't
I
he?
thought I was staying with the group.
Yeah, I thought he was
Yeah.
staying with. I think the only one. If anyone left, it was just.
You don't think Dunny says, "I'm here to fight," and didn't beeline it to where the fighting's supposed to be when he was told there is fighting? You think he stuck around with us?
I think we went, let's go find the inn to put our shit down, and then you can go fight. Or actually, I
but he
think I
went in
said I wanted to go.
first. You don't think we lost? I mean, obviously it's his character, but like, I don't know. Like, he went in first. I'd imagine he beelined it for where fighting would be.
I was
That's
told
just
fighting was step 2.
oh okay. But you weren't there when we. I mean, you wouldn't have been there at the conversation. All right.
I mean, I'll go straight to the fucking fighting.
No, if that's
I
if, if your
I am
character
happy to go
if your
fight.
character went through the gates, if you think your character went through the gates and sat there and waited for us to get in,
I mean, we
when
could.
you knew there was fighting.
I mean, we were like seconds behind him, and I'm faster
Yeah.
than everybody.
All right.
So I could have just been like, "Hey, we're gonna go over here. We might go blow up the Church of Bane first. We got to figure out what we want to. What do we want to fight?" And then
Okay.
I want to go
Okay.
fight
Grabbed
the
him and go.
arena first. You won't
So-
take that from me.
All right. So, did you see? Are you there? Do you see the puppies too?
I am playing with puppies. Like,
No,
first
we're
things first. Puppy time.
how do the
So
dogs
I'm-
react to?
I have animal
Other
handling,
dogs.
so I'm
Are you calling me
I'm
a dog?
approaching them as
no,
I would. because I
Kojo
don't
looks
know
like a
their
dog.
temperaments and whatnot. So
Mustard is also a dog.
That too. We have a small pack of animals with us.
Do I count? I think I count.
I feel like you count.
I put you at like 0.8.
Acceptable.
They don't seem to react poorly towards the dogs. They do appreciate the head scratches from Dunny.
Yes.
They do let you pet them, Cora. Or Melisande.
okay.
Yeah, Cora is the sharp puppy.
Or it's not out right now.
All right, I'm gonna go to the innkeeper and see if we can get some rooms. I'm grabbing whoever has our group money. This is a perfect place to use that.
I
Well,
still
look at
have
Vigo.
like 3 what are they called? Gold nuggets. So I can give up one of those for the night.
I got a few gold nuggets up in my nose.
I'll walk up with Mood and see how much it is for 2 rooms. Or do we each get our own room? What do you guys want?
Just stick me out in the stables, dog.
2 rooms and a stable, please.
The stable is 1 gold a night. The rooms will be 5 gold a night.
Are you serious?
Yes.
All right.
It
How
comes
long do we
with
think we want?
it comes
Can we-
with 3 meals a day, and up to 5 drinks for free. The stables comes with hay for your pet or your mount, whatever the case may be.
I look over and point at the giant bugbear, or is it bugbear
Bugbear.
or
Bugbear.
What?
Yes.
okay?
Yes, it's bugbear.
It's okay. He's gonna be out there. I don't know if he eats hay.
I eat meat.
There is no meat involved with the stables, unfortunately.
Mm,
I take out the 20 gold piece nugget that I have and drop it on there and say, "Is this not enough for
We
2
can
nights?"
we can get him some meat. Oh,
Okay.
Yeah. 2 nights and we get some meat. Well, it'll be fine.
Okay.
Oh, I was about to
Solid. No,
talk. I was about to talk him up. I think I should still try, personally.
now, sir, I want you to take a whiff of me, right? would you really want me in your nice clean bed? Or would you prefer me in them stinky stables?
So, sir, there is a bathhouse that
I
is part of your stay. You can clean up in there. And
my
nice.
fur is hydrophobic.
We also
I
know
learned that
how
word
to.
from the money man.
We also know how to clean.
We've already paid and left.
Yeah.
It's like,
All that I ask. Bring some food to the stables. That's all that I ask.
that is not a problem, sir. But you can stay in a room. It is perfectly fine. The housekeepers know how to clean.
Do they?
Yes.
What kind of security deposit do I need to put down on this? Because I ain't getting it back.
For you, sir, 20 gold pieces. It'll cover.
I can't afford that.
Then I am sorry. But 20 gold pieces would cover, like, let's say, for example, you ruined the entire room. It would cover all of the furniture and things like that.
Well, I'll give you an IOU and we'll see how it goes, all right?
Well, luckily for me, your friends are staying here as well, so that should be okay.
Yeah. Where'd they go?
I believe they left.
What?
We're upstairs.
Yeah, we were just going to the room.
Oh, he's going to tell you they went out the front door.
I was gonna go look for him outside.
Yep.
Well,
And
Kojo never leaves you, so he kind of just pushes you into the room and up the stairs. Arf.
You have a very loyal dog there, sir.
Good puppy. Yeah, he's my leafy boy.
Your leafy boy.
Kojo is leafy, right?
He doesn't look it right now, but yes.
He's my leafy boy.
Very well, sir.
Is Mustard following?
Make an animal handling check.
No.
Yeah, baby.
Mustard is not following you. He's kind of like sniffing the two dogs that are just sitting there motionless with the diamond collars on their necks, and they're like side-eyeing him.
I'm just gonna pick Mustard up.
Oh.
Yeah. And I mean, like, just scoop him.
Yeah. Easy enough to do.
Hold him like baby.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I ever asked, how large is Mustard?
Medium size, I believe. I think we did Mastiff, right?
Huh?
He's got a stat block.
Mastiffs are bigger than.
I know he's got
No,
a
he's
stat
a baby
block.
though, remember?
I thought that was just for the joke.
Oh, he's small. He's a small stray right now.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't know exactly what kind of dog he is. That's right.
Yeah, literally all I can see is a picture of a wolf.
It's not a wolf.
Dog, I swear, if this is Sirius Black, we're gonna have issues.
It's not.
I wish it was. But so in the room, shall we make a plan for what we want to do next?
There is no plan. I was promised fighting.
Right. So you're going to go to the fighting areas. So that's your next step. What is everyone else going to do?
I'll be right back.
We're all going to the fighting, so you can bet on me and we can win lots of money.
Well, again, it might be a scheduled thing, so you might have to wait like a couple hours for to find your fighting guy. To find someone to fight might take a couple hours.
So I think we should all just let him go to the fighting pits, but if anybody wants to do some investigation around the church before I head over this time, so I don't have to blow up another church.
Why? Vigo, do you want to go investigate the church while he's going to the fighting pits so that we don't have a situation that happened last time? That was you walk in and it explodes. And then if we want to do the walk in and it explodes, we can all walk there and it can explode.
I mean, that's fine. So we're saying the church is here in the lower center of the city.
Church is right here. That's the mayor's house.
My bad. Okay.
Yeah, let's put some titles there.
Okay. So Vigo, sure. Vigo will agree to go do a walk by with the intention of possibly visiting the botanical circlet or wandering through Apprentice Alley to see what may be happening over there as a reason to be walking through that side of the area. So that'll be, I'll do a walk by the church and kind of see if there's anything to be seen or what might be gleaned just by a wander, but nothing intrusive at the moment. And who is going to go with Dooney to the center of the city, above the mayor's house, and find out about the fighting area?
I'll head with him that way, but then I was going to go look at the schools.
Well, that's fine. It's all seems to be in the same area, so you're
Yep.
close to the center. That'd be a good combination. Silas, what is your interest?
I'm gonna keep an eye on Dunny, and also I'm gonna watch the fights to see if there is anything I can glean from them. Especially if they're if it's just a regular fighting pit like tournament, or if they're using like slaves or something uncouth. Because that's something where we'd have to change with the mayor's help going forward after we destroy the church.
Makes sense. Okay, good. That's a good idea. And Melisan, what are you thinking of doing?
Well, I thought about hanging out down, like if that's a pub, hanging out downstairs for a little bit, like getting drink and kind of listening in what's being talked about and whatnot. But
That's a good idea.
I kind of want to go to the church, so.
You want to go with Vigo?
Yeah, I'll go with Vigo.
Okay, that's a good idea too. Or did you want to go up to the library up here and investigate that on your own? Sounds like church it is. Okay, well, why don't we start with the group that's going to head off to the fighting pits and do a quick walk by of the mayor's house in the process?
Acceptable. I find these terms very acceptable.
All right, going to the church via the mayor's house.
Yeah.
No, they're going to the fighting pit via the mayor's house.
Oh, fighting pit. Okay. All right, so you guys head down the street.
Okay, so Dunny and Silas, Dunny and Silas are going to the fighting area. I'm sticking with them till we get to that area and going to the magic schools. Vigo and Mel are going to scout the church, right? Yes. Did I get that right?
Correct, and with a further wander past or near to Apprentice Alley to see what's there.
Yes.
And ultimately, I believe that Mel wants to wind up over at the library as well.
Yes, I do.
Okay, so that is the plan for the two groups. And thank you for labeling them out, Eric.
All right, so you guys make your way down the street. You hear people, selling wares, hawking wares, however you want to say it. Make your way past this beautiful statue of Iandus. As you pass through about here, you hear a familiar voice. Wigs for sale! Wigs for sale! Come get your wig!
Is that my boy? Like, is that Christian's boy Salazar?
Yes, it is.
Fucking incredible.
You make your way, continue. You are outside the mayor's house. There are guards outside of it as well. Continuing past, you make your way to the fighting ring in the middle of the school zone. You see that there are not a lot of people watching, but there are people in the middle. You see currently there is a battle between. Oh, I just got yelled at for yelling.
How dare you?
Well, kids are sleeping, so should be a little bit more quiet. But anyways, so you do see currently there is somebody with some type of sword fighting off another person who is slinging spells at them. There are people cheering. You do see there is money being exchanged, betting, things like that. And you do see that there's like a pedestal kind of off to the side where there's an older man with a long white beard, just hands behind his back, just observing. What do you guys want to do?
I would like to speak to the old man.
Are any of them not who they appear to be?
No.
Okay.
As you approach the old man, there are guards by him that stop you, Dunny, and ask what your business is with the mayor.
Who? I just thought he was the one to talk to for me to fight.
You can fight, yes. You can't fight him. We can.
No. He looks. He might know magic, but I wouldn't want to punch him. I'd feel bad.
I assure you, he can take it. But you're gonna want to talk. You're gonna want to talk to the master of ceremonies, and he points on the opposite side. There's like a halfling just kind of like running around with notes, talking to different people who are like lining up to combat.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you, friend.
No problem. Good luck, friend.
Yes.
I shall approach the half man.
The half man. He says, "Oh, I haven't seen you before. Are you here to apply for one of the schools?"
I'm here to fight.
Here to fight. Okay. You look strong and burly. Probably not gonna want to go against the caster type, are you?
Caster, fighter. I'm good either way. I just want to fight.
How difficult of a fight would you like?
Yes.
Ah, I like you, friend. All right. Give me 3 rounds and then you can fight.
Yes.
Looking at the fight that's going on right now,
Mhm.
What are they doing?
The person with the sword is trying to close the distance, and the person who's slinging spells seems to be getting a little tired and running out of fumes.
What's he throwing?
Like acid spray, things like that.
Nothing too flashy.
Nothing flashy now.
Okay.
Eventually the fighter does close the distance and disables him. As he goes for the killing blow, so to speak. A protective ward appears around the spellcaster, and you hear the mayor go, "Oh, the winner is George."
Did that come from the mayor?
It didn't come from the mayor per se, but there is like this loud booming voice that came over, but you do see the mayor's lips had moved.
Where did the word come from?
Make a perception check for me.
Okay.
I shall.
Not you.
Why not?
Jojo's better than
Wait, you afraid I'm gonna figure it out?
Go for it.
Yeah.
So you saw that there was a little, like a bead on, like placed in the chest armor that broke and flashed around the person before he would have been struck down.
Intriguing. Did I see that?
You saw like a little flash of light on the person before the thing appeared.
Intriguing.
Okay. 2 more matches go by, and Dunny, you're up. And you see in the center, kind of like moving back and forth, is an old man. Well, let's go to this.
The other 2 matches were nothing to.
Yeah,
again,
nothing
nothing
to gawk at.
Hey, I recognize this map. I beat somebody's ass here.
Sig.
Sigs, that's right.
All right.
I miss Sig. He'd be here with me right now.
You would be. You see a very old man across the way, and you're given a gem to put. You don't have armor, so they tell you to put it in the hilt of your weapon.
Yeah.
And it kind of like magnetizes to it.
Nice.
And you see him kind of like put one in, like put one on his gloves. He says, "Oh, are you my challenger today?"
I am.
Oh,
I'd like to just walk up to him very friendly because I am a consummate professional. I would like to attempt to shake the old man's hand.
You mean Dunny is?
Yes.
yeah, not Christian. He will shake your hand. Says, "Let's have a good fight." Yes.
I always enjoy a good fight. I've done it for many years.
Oh, all right. I'm a little seasoned myself, so I really hope we enjoy this and the best person win.
Person.
Person win. Very well.
Yes.
I need you to roll initiative. Hold on, let me get this turn order up. There we go.
Yes. I love having advantage on initiative. Ha ha!
Did mine not go? Oh, there it is.
Just to see if I can get better. Just curious. Still good. But it's the 24. I love being a barbarian.
Very well.
Would we have backed up before we started?
Yes. So right outside
Okay.
the gates here.
I see. So, how far is this? Ah, phenomenal. All right, so I'm going to ponder sphere and let
Oh.
my hate and rage
Make your
build
roll.
up. Oh yeah, sure.
Because you haven't rolled yet today.
That's a
Technically.
fair point.
Yeah.
I'm good. Sphere.
That would have been
and
funny if
ponder.
you solved it.
So I'm going to rage, and in doing so, I am going to move half my movement. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's for free. And then I am going to move 40. And then excuse me. Good gosh. Let's see here. I think I'm gonna swing on this guy. What do you guys think? Swing on him. Swing on him. Thank you. Thank you for all of your guys' input. Great weapon master, obviously, and reckless attack. So let's see. That's a not great. That's a fucking 6 and a 3.
What?
Yeah.
You mean a
6
9?
and a 3.
Or an 11, I mean?
No, I rolled
13
a
minus
6
5 and
and
a
a
16 minus 5.
No. The rolls I made. No modifiers.
Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, yeah, your
Yeah.
11 does not hit, though.
Yeah, I figured not. Cool. I'm gonna swing again. It's 15 hit.
15 misses.
That's unfortunate. Fuck it. Action surge.
Go for it.
Yeah. Does the 19 hit?
Does not.
What the fuck do you mean it does not?
I'm sorry. I didn't think I started. It does not hit.
You're a bastard. I see. So I can't even use Great Weapon Master. You're so mean to me.
I mean, you
for no
can.
reason.
You just need to aim higher.
Roll. Yeah,
Roll better, you scrub.
I guess. Fuck it. In for a penny, in for a pound.
Let's see. You have another attack.
Does that
23
hit?
does hit.
Good. Because I have a lot of things to do with that. So, first off, let's get this damage going. Uh, 34, 38. And then, where's this? I'm glad I finally got one hit. But that's rough. There it is. Yeah. Okay, there it is. I'm going to use my fire rune, and he's got to make a strength 17 DC 17 strength save. There it is. And he'll take 2d6 damage.
He will use the
Yeah.
legendary resistance to succeed.
What do you mean legendary resistance? This is bullshit, dude.
You said you wanted a challenge.
Fine. That's fine. I'll do okay. Okay, engraved fire or invoked fire, but he still takes another 2d6 damage.
Mhm. Halved, right?
Halved? No. The
What was the strength save for?
The strength save is to see if he's restrained.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
So 4
And
more
that's-
damage.
Yeah, that's everything for now.
Okay. All that rage, all that for what? One hit? You must be stronger, my friend. And at the end of your turn, he's going to take a swing at you.
Right.
23 to hit.
Of course.
For 15 points of damage. Half down to 7 because you're raging. And I need you to make a strength saving throw, please. Uh,
13.
You drop your weapon.
Awesome. That is fucking fantastic. I'm so glad I make amazing rolls. at all
I
times.
told you ruined your good one. Hold on, let me make it so it auto rolls damage real quick.
Yeah.
It's annoying typing it in. Whisper rolls, advantage toggle, auto roll damage and crit. There we go. All right. And now he's going to attack you 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
So the first one is an unarmed strike, 20 to hit.
Yep.
And then I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
I have advantage on these. I think. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, you succeed.
Yeah.
A second attack. 19 to hit.
Hits.
All right. 11 half down to 5, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw this time.
Sure. One sec. 11. Con save.
Oh, you succeed. And his third attack, 29 to hit.
Yeah.
I need a Constitution saving throw, please.
Yep. Oh, fuck. Quivering Palm. That's a 15 because I don't have a...
You drop to 0 hit points. The orb shatters, and you are protected, though.
That's rough. That was awful.
What
That's
level?
not a fair fight.
What level barbarian are you?
I'm 9 levels of barbarian.
Okay. Never mind. I got nothing.
So he helps you back up because you regain consciousness. Helps you back up and says, "My friend, you must ease yourself. You fight with rage when you need to be calm and controlled.
But I ain't as strong when I'm calm.
If you wish, I can help teach you."
I mean, excuse me. You just whooped my ass, so yeah, sure.
Very well. Come to my hut right on the outskirts of town tonight at dusk, and we will begin your training then.
Yes, sir. What's her name?
My name is Hlam.
I am Dunnigan Shoeshine.
Pleasure to meet you, Dunnigan.
You can call me Dunny.
It is very pleasure to meet you, Dunny.
That right there is, if I had a nickel for every time one of my characters got their ass handed to them by a level 20 monk named Hlom, I'd have 2.
Well, it's a stat block. I think it's a stat block.
It's not a lot, but it's weird that it's happened twice. Yeah, that's right. I remember when this happened to Sheev.
During this, is the mayor just overwatching, kind of like taking care of business, not really doing much, or is he like enthralled in it?
Yeah, he's watching it, and he'll be the one that announces that Hlam wins the fight.
Okay. I'm gonna go up and try to introduce myself to him. Excuse me, I'm Silas. Wom, or your guy's name over there. He just thoroughly handed it to one of my colleagues, so I wonder if you have a lot of these types of people in your town.
He is our best fighter for sure, but he's more of a teacher these days. We use him when someone's a little too big for their britches and wants to challenge higher than what they should.
Okay.
But I am rude. I apologize. My name is Liam. It is a pleasure to meet you. I am the mayor of this fair city.
Okay, sir. I'm, like I said, I'm
Please,
Silas.
Liam.
Liam. I'm just in town. I was gonna go check out the church after this. I'm sure you're an upstanding member of the church.
He looks you over for a second, says, "But of course, who wouldn't be?"
I've heard some terrible rumors as of late about things happening to people who, especially those associated with the church. So.
Those who chose to what?
Oh, those associated with the church. I've been hearing like some rumors and murmurings about. Never mind. I'm sure this is below you. So
Nothing is below the citizens of my fair city. Please enlighten me.
well, I don't know if you've heard, but there was an uprising in the next 2 towns, in Raventown and the one down the road.
Yes, news does travel fast. In fact, my shit, I cannot remember the mayor's name from Grath. Where are my notes?
Is it Hunter Garbert?
Yes, thank you.
Smythe? Hunter
yes.
Garbert Smythe?
Yes. Yes, I actually heard from my friend Hunter the other day that we are no longer being ruled by Aandus. Which is okay. But there's other things that need to be taken care of before we are truly free.
Oh, what would you say would need to happen here for you to be free? You seem
Unfortunately,
like this is a very free city.
unfortunately, my friend, I cannot divulge my own personal interests. I'm sure you understand, especially being an upstanding member of the church.
I do, and I think it was beneficial for for your friend Hunter so far to throw in with the right people.
Well, should the right people appear, then I will be glad to talk with them.
I'll make sure to keep an ear out for the right people if they show up.
I appreciate it. You have a wonderful day, my friend. I must continue watching the matches.
Oh, of course. I'm gonna see if I can help Dunny lick his wounds, so to speak.
He's a strong fighter. He's just a little reckless.
I would agree with that.
That's the point.
And so I'll go and collect Dunny and be like, okay, well, if you're done here, I think we should go back to the inn and rendezvous with some people.
I think
I'm going to talk to the halfling.
Okay.
Because he seems to be the one that's coordinating people?
Yeah.
Okay.
Says, "Oh, are you looking to fight too?"
It might be the quickest way to figure out what I'm trying to find. From looking at the fights so far, none of them have been great in the magic department. The fighter was pretty good. I point to Halam. But I haven't seen very many. No one's thrown anything cool.
Oh yes, most of the magic users who wish to fight are beginners at best. I mean, if you really want to see somebody fight, you should see if the mayor is willing to go a round or two.
Okay, sure. It doesn't look like anyone dies here. That'll be fun. What are the rules for a magic fighting bout? Because I feel like if left unchecked, sometimes things can not work well.
Very well. And you see him run off real quick, whisper to the mayor.
Well, I asked him what the rules were first.
Because
I wanted to, is it no holds barred? Am I sending him to another plane of existence? But it was more of I want to hear the rules first.
Right. It's no hold bar. No hold bars. If you send him to another plane of existence, though, you're disqualified. They want to keep people here.
Keep here. Okay.
So yeah. So I mean, if you're willing to bring him back,
stay in the arena. Stay in the arena.
Stay in the arena. Don't level the city.
Level the city.
Basic things like that.
Summons okay?
Summons are fine as long as they do not go rampant.
Okay. Can you bring summons in first? Or you got to start off alone and then bring them in?
Start off alone.
Okay. Yeah, I'll fight the mayor. That'll be fun. Sure.
All right.
The mayor's name is Liam.
Yes.
Yeah, for this city, yes.
There's no other. It's just Liam.
That's the only name you know of so far.
Okay.
Also, I think Clom should know. I physically cannot multi-class into a monk. Just throwing that out there.
Don't worry.
I am worried.
I mean, you should be.
I mean, I am. What's gonna happen to my build?
You're gonna get fucked.
I know. I am at your whim, I guess.
Damn
He
right
might just give you a power, like not a whole class. He might just give you a Dooney's calm punch technique.
Yeah, quivering palm 2.0 for Dooney.
You just throw You just
I throw
throw.
a brick at him.
No, you throw the puzzle box.
Sphere?
Yeah, you just throw a sphere at him, but it magically returns to you somehow.
Interesting. Sphere is transcribed with my magic runes, so.
So, let's go to the arena again, I guess. Get rid of these two losers. I don't have an actual stat block for him.
Oh no.
So I'll use Ethel for now. All right. Says, well, go easy on me, youngster. It's been a long time since I've had to fight. With that,
He's looking at the plant creature, and I'm like, I'm probably much older than you are.
But I haven't had to fight in a while. Anyways, let's begin, my friend.
No amount of. Well, do I want to? Oh, yeah, it's only. I'll turn that to a 10 and then add a d8 to it.
What the fuck do you mean turn that to a 10?
Yeah, I can use. That ability. And then it adds. What? I can't change that. Can't change that. He's going first. It doesn't matter. I can't change my initiative any more than that because I have a -1 when it turns to a 10. So it's
Come
a
on,
10.
You tell me you don't have an.
I mean, I probably could re-roll again, but it wouldn't fix much. I would have to get more than a 10 on more re-rolls, which uses resources. It's like it's not like it doesn't, but.
You tell me you don't have advantage on initiative?
No. I get to add a d8 to my initiative, though.
I had 6 to my initiative. So it about balances out.
I got a -1 initiative. I got a -1.
He's gonna look at me and be like, all right, I guess we'll do this. And he's gonna pull out a little pouch, grab some red dust, and blow it at what he sees over there, Sabanto. And he will cast
Counterspell?
Force Cage on you.
Counterspell.
And he will counter your counterspell.
Mine is settled, so you can't.
Ooh.
Yeah. But I need to expend a spell slot. I'm not using that today, yeah. So I'll do a 7th level counterspell and pop it away.
Oh, gonna be dirty. I see how it is. Thought you wanted a fair fight. As he chuckles to himself, knowing full well Force Cage would have just ended it.
Would it have? I don't think I would have done anything.
Can't technically get out of Force Cage.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. You just gotta make a charisma saving throw to teleport out.
True.
Oh, do what I want. No, I'd counterspell it. I don't actually know what he's casting, but I was going to counterspell whatever he threw at me anyway.
All right, it is Sabanto's turn.
Okay, as my action, I'm just gonna doesn't even move and then just poof into an existence. 30 feet of me. They will pop into existence and beat the crap out of him.
Yeah, I love
so
it.
We'll start with Kojo. And he'll just smack him twice.
Yeah, go for it. Yep. That one won't hit. The 15.
So 22 points, and he'll get moved 5 feet closer to us. And then
I want to fight Mood.
Bonto. You did fight Mood.
I want to fight Mood now that I actually
so
know what the
Bonto
fuck is going on.
We'll hit him with the plants. Just on his face.
Dexterity save.
He can counter that though. That's a spell. So if he has a counter spell that he wants to throw at that spell, he can.
Yeah, no, he's fine.
Okay. So they'll throw that up. And it's just on his square.
So 16.
Fails it. DC 18.
Yep.
So 28 points.
Yeah.
And he's in plants. That's I have a bonus action. I don't think I have a bonus action. I'm fine. I'll just stand there. I haven't moved. It looks like I haven't done anything.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So that's our turn.
I was like, oh, well, you're quite the tricksy one. All right, let's try this then. And he will cast Gate.
Counter spell. Counter spell. But I gotta roll. Alright, so I gotta roll a plus my. So I gotta make a charisma check.
Ha!
So I
It
will.
wasn't me!
Do you really think that number's gonna stand?
No, I know it's not.
I know it's not, but like still.
It's always nice to see, though.
So I'm gonna re-roll that with this.
Silvery barbs.
Nope.
Or
Silver
just
barbs is to
fucking-
make someone else do bad things.
Or just fucking do your own shit.
So
'cause you're
that's a
fucking
10
broken
plus a
as
thing.
hell.
That's not good enough. But I have.
Just put a D8 on top of it, you know?
Can't do that. I think I can put. No, I can't. I can add one a D4 to it. Yeah, so what's this? What's this thingy? Nope, not that one. Whispering, not that one.
The more I learn about his character, the less I know.
Yeah, it's from one of the. I think it's one of the Kobold Press books that the subclass is from.
Yeah, but I haven't used any subclass features yet.
Yeah.
That's not what I want. Nope. I guess I'm just gonna have to use a luck to reroll that another thing. Here we go, reroll! There we go.
There you go. Yep. So he goes to cast name and he begins to cast Gate and begins to speak a name, and you counterspell and the spell fizzles.
Nope, it doesn't even look like I moved. It's just magic's not working for him. Poof, poof.
Yep. That'll be your turn.
All right. He's gonna. We'll have Kojo beat the crap out of him.
Yeah.
Does he want to move out of the plants?
No, he's just standing there. He's taking it.
Okay, so he'll just take it on his turn.
Yep.
Okay. Well, he ended his turn, so he's got to make the save again.
Nope.
Okay, so the same damage again.
Okay.
Okay, the coach is gonna smack him.
13 no, 20 yes.
All right. He won't move since he's in the thing.
Yep. With that, the barrier appears around him. He goes,
Oh.
You are very strong in the arcane arts.
This is bullshit.
Thank you.
I want to fight him too.
He says it was very clever of you how you were able to prevent me from casting any spells.
Yeah. It's based very 101 on fighting magic users.
Yes, it is.
It's
a little easier for some than it is for people like me. I have to learn all my spells the hard way.
Yes,
Ooh.
I've just recently realized that you can learn spells and it'll actually increase your magic potential.
Well, that it does.
Yes. Are you the best magic user around here?
No, you are.
Okay, besides me.
I believe so. I am the mayor town and the leader of this school. So
Solid. Perfect. There's. Can I have a meeting with you as the meeting with you using your mayor, having you use your mayor hat instead of magic brawler hat at some point?
Of course. I should be free around nightfall tonight.
Perfect.
Do you have a place where you are staying?
Yes, we are staying at the what was it? The
Diamond Dog
Pub. Dog.
I can meet you there.
Perfect. Then I guess I'll bit of ado, and yeah, I'll so that was all the thing I wanted to do for the school, so I'm good.
He'll teleport back to his little platform, and his guards are like rushing over to try and tend to him. It's like, back off, biscuits. I'm fine. So, all right. Anybody else want to do anything at the school?
Well, I got to do stuff later tonight.
Ayo.
It involves an old man.
Yep. All right. Do you guys want to head to church now, or do you want to head to the library?
Well, I think Mel and Vigo are going to go check out the church and then swing around and eventually get over to the library. So if you're done with the first group and the fighting pits and now the future meeting with the mayor, then the small group will head over to the church.
Yeah, future meetings at night, so we can do that one later.
Did Silas want to do anything with the first group?
I think everyone at the first group is done.
Yeah, I'm done.
Right. But Silas went with the first group, I believe. I was asking.
Right. He talked to the mayor, and then he gave the suggestion that we should all regroup at the inn. So
okay.
I think that means he was done.
Okay.
I'll be right back. My 3-year-old is scratching on the door and nobody's coming to get her.
Oh, parenthood.
Scratching on the door.
Yeah.
Don't, kids. Don't do it. It's a trap. I love my kids. Do not get me wrong, but man, is it a trap.
I want kids.
Well, there was a picture somebody took one time, and there's a dog, a cat, and 2 little kids sitting in the hallway staring at the door, and the caption is, "When mom's in the bathroom."
Yeah.
Yep. And when dad's in the bathroom, it's peace and quiet.
Yeah.
I know that one all too well. All right, so head to the church. As you guys approach it, it's almost like a gated community for this church and all these different buildings. You see the symbology of Bane all over the place. It almost seems a little like darker over in this section as well, compared to like the rest of the city.
Like light dark, or like it feels
just
dark?
like it feels
evil.
dark. It's like a darker aesthetic. Just makes you kind of
Okay. Anybody walking around that we can see within this little gated community? Is just kind of walk past the gates?
Yeah, there's plenty to see. There's plenty of people out and about. A lot of people wearing robes, most with the symbol of Bane on them. It seems as though it's a very active area for the church.
And there appear to be looks like 5 large clusters of buildings, or so I'm presuming. If I zoomed in, I'd see about 20 some odd buildings.
Yeah, they're all connected. Think of almost like I want to say longhouses, but I know it's not right. But they're all like conjoined houses for sleeping areas and things like that.
Okay, that's fine. You mentioned kind of monasteries, so I'm figuring almost like a giant donut ring of buildings connected to each other, probably little archways decoratively imposed so you can walk in out of them.
100%.
Okay. And we've seen these robes before, so we kind of know what they look like. Let's head on up through Apprentice Alley. It looks like we can cut in about there. And we'll just kind of wander through Apprentice Alley to come out the top side. Or actually, we'll come out, I don't know. Is there an exit over here?
Okay. You looking for anything in particular while you're going through Apprentice Alley?
So that's the path I'd like to kind of follow. No, just get a lay of land. I mean, are there taverns here? Are there any, pubs or someplace? Are there what the shops are like? Little window shopping kind of trip. And I just look to see if there's anybody of interest. Also, keep an eye out to see if there's any symbology from like a thieves guild that may mark safe place or don't touch this or area protected kind of thing.
Okay. Walking through, you don't make an investigation check for me. Actually, should be nothing for you. Okay. Walking through in your designed route, you don't see any markings as far as like a thieves guild or anything like that. The very last building is the tavern, or the inn, I should say. Like a combo. And it's the Last Anvil Tavern. Let's see here. We're using yellow. Oh, that's really big.
The popular place, is that the neon sign that floats overhead?
Yeah, something like that. Oh, that's really small. There we go.
Okay, perfect. All right, okay. Seem like an active kind of place.
Yep. And then walking by window shopping, you do see like a lot of it is, basic, very down to earth initial learning crafts. Like there's a carpenter shop that's like learning the basics of wood carving and things like that. There is a smithy that's, they're teaching people how to make the ore into the metal ingots and things like that. It's very, they're learning the craft. The Last Anvil. Well.
Okay. Okay, so of interest, but making notes of how that place. We'll come back to that later as far as shopping is concerned, unless Mel wants to stop and look for anything special.
No, not right now. I am interested in maybe going to the tavern later, maybe.
Okay, sounds like a good plan. Why don't we head on to the library from here and kind of see what the library is like initially, and then we can circle back to the Diamond Dog pub inn and have completed our circuit of the city just to kind of wander around and see things. Oh, question. When we pass below this larger statue to the north, as we leave the word anvil and kind of circle south, we get an idea of what that statue's of. Can we see that?
It is Iandis on his dragon.
Interesting. Presume life size or larger than life?
Larger than life.
Okay, so he's got two statues of the man himself, and one with a dragon, one without. Okay. Is there a plaque by chance?
Yeah, there would be.
Okay, would like to deviate and go up and see what the plaque says. To how idolized was this guy?
It says Lord Iandis and the king of the Black Dragons, Golakar.
Okay, that's why he was so tough to take down. Thank goodness we had Uncle Bob with us to help pitch in on that. Okay. At this point, I'm satisfied to kind of do the same thing. Wander through the Wizard's Hole, maybe starting here. Work
That's
our
the
way.
dragon's name, Golakar?
Yeah. I don't know if I
Work our
ever
way
told you
to-
guys that before, so
I don't think so.
I think it's in the big list.
it is in the big list.
I would say follow this kind of walking path just to sort of see what little area in the Magician's Hold is like, and headed to the big library.
Yeah, so there are multitudes of shops. There are shops with, pretty much almost anything magical you can think of, except for what Eric wants in there. There's one called Scrolls and More, and looking inside the window, you just see a bunch of like spell scrolls, some spell books, whether or not they're filled or not, you don't know. There's magical weapons, magical armor, magical arrows, and things like that. Just a bunch of different magical shops.
Always good to know where that kind of stuff is. Okay. And since Vigo is not a magic type, but is figuring out how to activate all kinds of neat arcane things, head into the library, but we'll let Mel take the lead as we go into the library.
Okay. You walk into this grand building. And looking around, there's tons, hundreds, maybe even thousands of books. A little old lady sitting at a desk, no mission features, and with little spectacles on the end of her nose. And she looks up and goes, "Oh, welcome to the library. Zhinas, what can I get for you today?"
Yes, hi. I'm kind of new to the area, and I was looking for some information about this city and possibly some other cities in the region.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, but unfortunately, the only thing we carry here is propaganda bullshit. Lord Iandus will not let me carry anything more than that. You can read it if you want, but it's bullshit and it's not to be believed. It paints everything in a light that is inaccurate, to say the least. But by all means, and as you actually really start to look, you see that all the books have the exact same spine.
Wow.
And she goes, I'm really sorry, lassie, I can't help you. As far as reading material goes, but if you have questions, I may be able to answer them for you. I am a little up there in years, and I've done some traveling, but I understand if you don't want to ask me. I understand.
Like the world's worst Barnes and Noble ever.
They're going digital.
So can I, like, just kind of quick sidebar whisper with Vigo, like, hopefully she doesn't hear and be like, should I
Make a stealth check.
Oops, sorry, hold on.
I need a hoodie. It's cold in here. That's the only problem about being in the basement is all that when the AC is on, the upstairs is comfortable, downstairs is freezing.
Okay. Done ringing. Okay, I rolled my stealth check. Stealth check.
Because the AC unit's in the basement and the biggest vent is right in this room.
Like,
I enjoy my central air, and I'd rather be chilly than hot, so...
No, I agree 100%. It's just at night when I'm tired and I start to get super cold. It happens.
Just sleep with an extra blanket.
Oh, I don't need an extra blanket. It's just cold when I'm like sitting at my computer in shorts and t-shirt.
Okay, there's my stealth check.
Okay.
Anyway, so I kind of sidebar and like whisper with Vigo. I'm like, do you think it'd be a big deal if I kind of clue her in that, Andis is dead? It seems like basically everybody knows about her.
go ahead, give it a try, and maybe you've heard something from somebody, but
Stealth check, Vigo.
not necessarily.
Oh, stealth check, Vigo.
Vigo stealth check. Okay.
Since you whisper in. I don't think you get. Yeah, no, I don't know why I bought
My
that.
stealth check is better than my investigation check.
Yeah. All right, continue, Whispers.
Um,
I apologize for interrupting.
No,
Not
that
a
was
problem.
it. So I look back at her and I go, well, actually, I've just come from, is it Corinth? No,
Great. Great.
Craith. I've just come from Craith, and I've heard there was many people talking of Iandis being killed in Raventown.
Oh.
So perhaps it is time to put the real books back out.
That would be wonderful if it's true. Unfortunately, these are the books that I have. I've been a curator here for over 40 years now. And these are the only books I've been allowed to have, so... I mean, if you bring me books, I'll put them up, yes.
Absolutely. I am so sorry. That is awful to have such a lovely, beautiful, grand library and have all of this in it and no beautiful, beneficial information. I apologize. Absolutely, I will bring you knowledge, books, when I come across them. Thank you for your time.
Oh, you're such a little sweetheart. What's your name, honey?
Melisande.
I'm Hilda. Thank you for letting me know about Iandis' downfall. And that I can
No
start looking
problem.
for better books.
Yes, ma'am. No problem. Is it Hilda?
Yes.
Thank you. We see you again.
I hope to see you again. I look forward to it.
As do I. Right, and I think our plan is to head back. Right, Vigo?
Well, yes, ma'am. I have no reason to hang out. We can head back to Artisan's Road
Artisan Road.
and maybe wander around other sections to see what other shops have in that area.
Okay.
Okay. Walking through Artisan Road, they mainly have, finished products of better like weapons and armor, things like that. Nothing magical. As this is just like the finished product, So like if you wanted like a higher end halberd or something like that, this is where you would go. No dying there, Christian.
Sorry.
You better be. What's everyone else doing?
I think we're back at the inn.
Yep. Okay.
So we're gonna wait for them and then plan.
You all converge on the inn.
The inn indeed.
Okay. We got a meeting with the mayor tonight here. So that's good.
That sounds wonderful. How did the fighting go? Tell us of your great victories. I cannot imagine that slayers such as you would not have come forth with mighty battles and vanquishing foes aplenty. So really, I mean, you must have just been wiping them out in droves and droves. Please explain how your battles went. I'm eager to hear this.
I want to ask you something. How far do you think I could punch you? And I mean just straight boot to butt. How far do you think you'd fly?
Oh, I don't go airborne at all. That's not a good thing for me. No. I like to keep my feet on the ground. I'm a very well grounded individual. So
That wasn't my question.
Well, you didn't answer my question, so I kind of wanted to hear my question. So I asked my question first, and really, you should answer questions in the sequence in which they've been asked. So, that would make the most sense, right? Because if we just started giving out random answers, like blue, purple, chicken, I mean, that doesn't make any sense. You have to have a question and an answer to it, and I'm eager to hear the details of your.
Put my foot up your ass.
I think at that point, I want Kojo to just kind of like pick him up and put him in front of the dogs, just to calm him down. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
I was gonna just say Cora's gonna come out and intimidate him.
He's so mean to me, and he knows what he's doing, too.
I then say he got his ass handed to him by an tiny old man. Was he tiny? It's like average old man. I'm tall. He was a tiny old man.
Talk. Thank you for the raid. Welcome everybody.
Welcome.
Welcome, Raiders. Welcome. Well,
we were just discussing how Dunny got his ass kicked.
He always decides to throw these fucking CR-16 men against me.
No, he's like a 22.
Was he like a 22?
I don't know.
I thought he was only like about a 12 or a 15.
I looked it up. He's a 16.
Oh, okay.
Lam is, CR-16. I mean, if you'd actually hit him, you would have actually... You took a good chunk.
Hit him.
Yeah, you only hit him once out of
his health to him.
Yeah. You can easily have taken him out if you'd have hit him more than once.
I'm sorry that I couldn't get a fucking 22 4 times in a row, dude.
I think he only did, what, a 20?
22 is his AC.
22.
Oh, yeah, actually. Oh, he does.
Because he has adds his wisdom to his AC. Yeah. Yeah, I love Mama Bear. She's great, Stacy.
But yeah, we say Johnny got beat by an old man who was flinging fists. And then I found the town's strongest magic user. Happened to be the mayor, and I got to fight the mayor. And he's got substantial magical power. But he's alright.
I think the mayor is somewhat prepped for a transition of the guard, so to say, especially with Iandis being gone. Brief conversation I had with him.
That's good. Excellent. That's good. That's good news. So, somewhat like our good friend from Craith, you think?
It's a similar vibe. Similar, maybe not quite as. He might have other. What is it?
Motives?
Stokes in the fire? Is that what it is?
Irons in the fire, I think
irons in the fire. He might have other irons in the fire, but it's probably not something that'll be a big issue. He seemed very happy to talk. So, I mean, yeah, it should be fine. I'm thinking he's afraid of the... Not afraid, but I'm thinking the church is not a... it's not insignificant here.
Okay, well, yeah, well, obviously the church area is more like a gated community, number of houses, a lot of people walking around, very prominent markings for their deity in the area, and there's and I'll look at Melisande and say, did you get kind of a foreboding sense in the area, like it's a little, more weight to what's going on? It's a little gloomy compared to the rest of the day we're in?
Oh yes, definitely. And I feel it definitely felt much more heavier and intense than our previous visits to other Church of Bane locations.
How many people were there? Or did you see just walking through?
It would seem like 20 people.
Yeah, I was going to say, we kind of walked around the outside just to not be too obvious that we were just looking around the area, but...
Good night, Tug. Thank you again for the raid. I greatly appreciate it, man.
Seems to be a heavy
great evening.
So there's that. No problem. We did follow up by going through Apprentice Alley and found their tavern, which is called the Last Anvil, over on the eastern portion. And there's a lot more arcane accoutrement in that area. There's another larger statue of Iandis north end of the city, on his dragon this time, with a little pedestal and a marker and such. The Magician's Hole, we kind of took a quick walk through there. Nothing nothing jumped out at us, which is good. But again, something important. And then, as Melisande said, the library is vacant except for all books written to tell us how wonderful it is to live under the previous administrator. And the librarian said she'd been here for a few years, like decades. And those are the only books she was allowed to have.
Ah, so she's new.
Well, she's unknown, so she appears to be about proper size. But has been there about 4 decades, and the only books she's had are these books that have been written to tell about how great the previous administrator of the area was. But was very interested in getting other books in if we found any homes. So don't know if we'll do any research here. Probably a book burning for a while.
Well, maybe our friends, once we've taken over, can help with this. I feel so sorry for that woman having no knowledge to study.
Oh yeah, I'm sure someone's going to be ecstatic in our group to help them.
And then came back to Artisan's Row to wander around again, just to get the lay of land. A lot of shops, maybe some poking around to be done. But look, mood. I don't know if there's anything in Artisan's Row for you. More finished items, more be of more interest to the martial types. But the Magician's Hold and Apprentice Alley seem to be areas that might interest you as far as spellcasting is concerned. So that's where we stand right now. So basically, we're going to wait for you to have a meeting with the mayor and see what you find out.
Yeah. Who has what questions to ask? I mean, you guys can probably show up and talk to him if you wish.
No, I think you and Silas are the ones who made the contact. I think you should be the ones to go have that conversation.
Sure. Who's got burning questions that they would want to ask the mayor, who is also... He could tap into powerful magics, but it's kind of like glass cannon-y. Yeah.
Can we just straight up ask him how much damage we can do in the church area before he would get pissed?
I mean, I was going to be like, I really think he doesn't care about the church. Or like, the church is the thing, like, from what you've told me about the conversation that you had, and that what I was listening in on, because you still have my daughter floating around your head, it's probably the thing holding him back from being ecstatic that Iandis is gone.
I would agree with that as well. I think we should take out the church and take out the statue at the same time.
Well, the statue's not hard. I could go up there and it'll just pop into another statue or just be rubble, whatever you want it to be. Whatever we want it to be. That I don't know. It's a symbol, sure, but no one seems to be. At least walking around, did anyone seem oppressed?
Not really.
Yeah, it's just kind of like it exists.
To be honest, Raventown was the only one that seemed to be under any ill will of the church, and I think these other areas have found different outlets to entertain the masses.
It was the capital of his area. Now that we know that, now it makes more sense.
Yeah.
Even if it was a very small town, but I guess he was nostalgic. I was like, I want this to be my capital, even if it holds no great actual purpose. Nostalgia made it the capital, so he probably spent the most time there.
There's a few capitals like that.
Yeah. So, assuming we are given a green light by the mayor that we can go get rid of the church, how do we want to get rid of the church? Well, I guess a question I'm going to ask him is, are there any innocent people in the church?
I mean, Not really, but what we should do is ask who is in charge of the church, and can we arrange a meeting with them one-on-one in the fighting pits without the stones.
We did have people who were not happy in the church in Raventown.
Yeah,
So,
that-
and
that's
this
what
is a
we did.
very large church thing.
Because if we can
It
get
stands
the,
to reason that there are people who are also unhappy and don't need to be killed.
because this church is bigger than the ones we've dealt with. Yes? Question mark.
Yes.
So if we can get all the innocent people out, and then all that will be left will be devout people that we have just slaughtered every time we've encountered them. I can take them all out in one shot. Probably.
I mean,
Without casualties, as long as we know everyone is out of the buildings, it will leave no damage. It'll just be a bunch of dead people. And even if we want, there'll be a bunch of dust.
so with that being said, we would need to have some type of, again, we need to see. I think we just talk to the person in charge of the church and treat it as we would the
But won't that probably
office.
won't that probably lead to what happened last time? Where I'm assuming the church knows who we are now.
Oh, they absolutely do.
Then why would they talk?
Well, we just honestly we need to find which area is the head office and treat it as the
I can get rid of the whole area. That's what I'm saying.
Well, I'm saying we be more tactical and we figure out which one is the head area, and we treat that as we did the I can't think of it. The place in Raventown, the main area.
The keep?
Yeah, treat it as a keep.
Yeah, but didn't we treat the? Yeah, but we slaughtered everyone in the keep. Besides
we
the innocent. Besides
infiltrated the
the
keep.
innocent people.
Saved.
That's
a
what I'm
lot
saying.
of the
Like,
people and
yeah. Besides the innocent people, I'm saying
And
if we
left
can
a daughter without a father and
Yeah,
mother.
I forgot about that.
gosh.
I didn't. Poor Firum's daughter. I don't think I can re-show this to you guys.
Yeah, now you popped it back up.
Yeah. With her raggedy clothes, living on the streets now.
I'll double back.
Have
and
you
take
seen
care of
Black
that.
Widow? Is she dead? Do we know? I'm saying this because we just watched it.
We
last
could
night.
take Okay, no, I'm gonna rephrase. We could take a few days and scout out the church, and then make a battle plan from that. Do we want to do that? Do we want to take a few days? But we need to do it stealthily. We can't do what happened back in Carthus, where you walk in and they know it's us, and we kill everyone anyway. That was terrible.
That was
they were-
kind of awesome.
That was
They
terrible.
were possessed. There wasn't a way that we could save them, really.
I don't think they were possessed. I think they were just devout members of the church.
Oh, that's true.
That was not my plan.
Uh-huh.
But with that being said, yes, I think we should take a few days to look. Well, I think we should just take one day to look at the church.
Do we think
See
they
what's
know
going
all
on.
of us? Do they know all of us?
I think they know us, yes.
Vigo and I haven't gone into a church.
Do they know me?
I thought about that, but I just don't know
So
if we want to send you in there, hun. Dunny,
What do you mean?
Dunny, our beast. I don't know if we want to send you in there. Because if it looks like it's going to be a fight, or if it's even going to be the hint of a fight, or the smell, that's just the scent or taste, you're going to take it down, or you're going to try to.
Smell their fear.
I'm sorry. I don't trust you to go in there. I'm sorry, Dunny.
okay, well let's go through this meeting first.
Yeah, we can
And then-
do the church scout through the planning
Yes.
channel. So we'll do that in the off week. The church scouting through the planning channel. If everyone's okay with that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Sure.
Perfectly fine.
Okay. All right. So if nobody has anything else before nightfall, well, Dunny's gonna head off to his meeting, and the mayor will come to join at the inn.
Vigo would like to go sit in the common room with his red dye, green pencil, and blue marble.
Okay.
Looking for a conversation with the local unseen dust or whoever happens to be here, because I did not get a contact after leaving Craith.
No, you did not. Okay.
Mental note, we'll do that in the future, but for now, just going to look for a contact.
Roll a D100 for me, Vigo. I'll be right back.
Okay. That's definitely 57 people want to talk to you.
I think
Perfectly
it's
fine.
57 die.
So we know that the magician's hold makes magic items. What is anyone feeling anything that they're missing / lacking in an area that can be maybe that can solve?
I want Sig's belt of giant strength. I believe I was cheated. He became a strong all of a sudden.
He's strong. But you do more damage than he does already.
So?
Yeah.
I could have done more.
Do more.
I don't. To be honest, I would like a better upgrade for my armor, but that's about it.
I'd like because I'm just running around with a +1 version of the focus. I'd like a better version of that. That shouldn't be too hard.
Aren't you your own focus? Don't you just like produce a flowering bud off one of your fingertips, and that's what your focus is?
I do, but you see a vial but then the vial would have like plants in it. That would be around his neck. That I could get a better version of that thing.
So you want what? Coconut oil in a little glass tube to hang around your neck?
It's a little more complicated than that, I think.
Well, I would think you might want to go check out one of the botanical circlets and see if there's anything there that might inspire you with, hey, that's a really hard to find plant, etc.
I was kind of feeling like I needed to go check them out.
I've already got a bunch of those, and I haven't used them in so long. We haven't needed any of them. Because you guys don't want the tea.
What's the tea?
You guys don't want the tea.
I want the tea.
We haven't had any trouble finding anywhere, so that doesn't help. I don't think anyone wants to be bouncy.
Bouncy?
Yeah.
Bouncy?
We haven't needed to make an escape from anywhere that mist just appearing would help. I did have my minions. That was from plants, but that was from some plants. But that helped speed that process along, I should say. Yeah, we haven't had to go anywhere.
Gone lots of places.
And we haven't had the tea. We haven't had to go anywhere we didn't know where it was. We haven't had to put anyone to. We haven't had to put anyone to sleep.
We tried.
We did. We haven't had any trouble putting anyone to sleep. we haven't needed rain
Well, I tell you what,
anymore.
tell you what, the next
Yeah.
time we face a dragon, you
For
can
the
try to
thing.
put it to sleep.
You
Speaking
know,
of which, I'm
it
gonna
would probably this is probably the only way I can see getting the dragon to fall asleep.
be honest, guys. It's late for me. I'm still recovering from Sunday's race, so I'm starting to fade a bit here, and I don't know if we
You
want to
can-
call this a good spot to quit. Or you guys going to push for another 30
Well,
minutes?
I think we should do them.
you can go because it's
yeah,
gonna
you're
be
not,
it's gonna be Mood and Dunny. So
Okay. Yeah, I
If you-
and Silas can have the conversation too.
right. So it's gonna be them. So you don't have to be on. You can.
Do you have any burning
Yeah.
questions for him?
I don't really. I think just the questions we've been asking the other mayors or the other
Okay.
mayor would be
Uh-huh.
a good repeat, and then kind of say, hey, like you broke it to him last time. So kind of pushing the same thing. I like the question kind of set up on dealing with the church, and we'll do that. So I'm going to apologize. I'm
Oh, you're
trying to
fine.
stay
I was
focused,
surprised
but
you're
I'm
even
zoning out
here.
right here. I am too. I thought I'd feel better, but I'm it's late for me.
You did
and I
great.
gotta go.
It's some bullshit that you're. No, I'm just fucking with you. Have a
Shut up, you.
Listen, big boy. You do the race on Sunday. I just did on Sunday.
no, I'm good.
Yeah.
You be up
Mister
and
won't even wear a
moving.
button up to a wedding. Come on now.
Yeah.
So I will bid everybody good night. Thanks for letting me play.
Good
I
night.
am not going to be available tomorrow.
No. Okay.
So you'll have. I'm sorry. Yeah. So you'll have to NPC cast, Rick.
Well, I think we might end up having to punt tomorrow, but we'll see.
But thanks for that. And I'm not sure about next week beyond that. But anyway, all right. But thanks a lot, everybody. I had fun. I enjoyed getting to play what I could, and I'm glad Dunny got to fight and really show off his great abilities in the ring, as he just brought back images of Clarence so well for me. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Night.
Feel better, Mel. Bye.
Alrighty.
Okay, so meeting.
Yep. The mayor walks in with a few guards, and he you tell he's annoyed by their presence. He just shoos them off and tells them to go get a drink. And he sees you, Mood, and he sits down at a table and says, what do you need me as the mayor for?
So, as my compatriot has told you, with Silas sitting next to me, and as you figured out, Iandis is gone.
Yes, that is very good for the region indeed.
Yes. We are the ones that have removed Iandis.
With the power that you displayed earlier, I'm not surprised.
And we've been going around freeing from Iandis's clasps the major cities in his domain. Most of them have been, besides his capital, have been it's been smooth.
That's good to hear. So what can I do for you? Are you wishing to remove me from power?
No, we can give you a solid shtick. You get everything. Everyone seems generally happy. Our freeing is just basically we keep the same power system. We'll we are bringing in some advisors to show how. So each city governs themselves, like I think you have been. Besides Iandis's rule, there'll be no overarching. There's an overarching like group thing, but that's more to like consolidate military if someone gets attacked by an outside force, yada yada yada.
So like a protection detail, sort of.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Basically, things will only be better for you.
Better is good.
It's kind of the shtick. So people will come, but we are going to probably need to remove the Church of Bane. How do you feel about that?
You feel you can sense a faint shimmer as like the rest of the bar now seems like closed off. Like you don't hear the chattering or conversations and things like that.
Sure.
And it goes, well, between us, that would be very good for this city. I've never liked them. And he looks at Silas and he says, I was kind of curious what his part in all this was, but if he helped remove Iandis from power, I believe he can be trusted.
Yeah, he's not worshiping the evil person.
He made it seem like he was earlier, but
yeah, he's not the best at
well,
trying to lie. He's a very honest person, so he's not the best when he tries to lie or deceive people. So that's why you got a terrible impression of him.
That's fair, I guess. But yeah, if you can get rid of the church, by all means, feel free.
What do you know about them?
I know that they're all assholes. They're pretty evil. And they force the citizenry to follow their ways. If you wish to, do a good attack on them, in 3 days' time, they'll be holding a private sermon for just the most devout of followers. I think that might be your time to strike.
Yeah, that'd be perfect. Are there innocents in the church's, it looked like a compound?
Those who live within the compound, I would not call innocents.
Okay. Is there anyone that would not so most of them would die for Bane?
I would say about 99% of them.
Okay. Do you happen to know that 1%? Or is it more like they're selfish to themselves and they wouldn't die for anybody?
That's more like it.
Okay. Great. No, that'd be perfect. That's great. Yeah. Do you know the church's layout? Have you been there before?
Yeah, I can whip something up for you.
Like a rough layout.
Yeah. I can whip something up for you. And he'll, produce a scrap of paper and magically give you a minor map of the layout of the stuff.
Solid. Then does anyone else have any burning questions for him before I have some of my own questions?
I think it's fair. Thank you for your time and all the information you have provided for us.
I hope it helps you in your endeavors.
Yes. So you're the head of the magic schools?
I am. Do you wish to join the classes? Although I don't know what I could teach you.
I'd like to peruse the curriculum just to see if there's anything, because as you could see from me, my magic is not traditional.
No, it's not. I don't really have anything that will really pique your interest. But if you wish, I will let you look over my spell book, and if you want, I can maybe teach you something. Hopefully,
that might help. And then, who do you recommend for magic items from the Magician's Hold?
Give me 1 second here. He'll say to you, trinkets and trinkets is usually deceptively good.
Okay.
Says, they're the ones that have the best stuff. They have a good variety.
Solid. Thank you.
And he will pull out his spell book out of almost like a pocket dimension. Like it almost appears out of thin air. And he will hand it over to you to take a look at.
I'll look at. Is there anything that's not standard on the list anywhere?
Not standard, not so much for this guy.
Okay.
Okay,
then I can't do much with it.
Well, I will link it to you anyways.
Okay. Yeah, he might come in handy.
So later. I sent it to you in a private message on Discord.
Solid. Yeah, I don't think. Then I'll ask him. What does he know about being a high level magic user? What has his interactions with Iandis been? Because I'm assuming that Iandis has taken advantage of the fact he is potent.
The biggest thing that Iandus had me do was transport people to and from. I don't know if teleport's on that list. It's supposed to be.
Yeah, sure.
He has me transport members of his guard to places of trouble. But for the most part, he let me stay here and do my own thing and train up people that could be potential allies to him and his fellow dragon riders.
Okay. Do you know anything about the surrounding areas? Like outside of his region?
He'll say, the only one that I know a little bit about, because I dealt with one of the cities from there. Let me get the right information up for you. He says, I usually deal with Pemox. She's the Green Dragon Rider. Her zone. Let me move you to here. She rules this zone to the northwest of us, and she's very potent. She rides a green dragon. She's a lot scarier than Iandus. But the closest city is very big on creating magical documents and contracts and things like that. We do a lot of trade with them, as we have a shop dedicated to just scrolls, and a lot of our parchment comes from them.
Okay. In your dealings with her, have you seen her discipline anybody? Have you seen her in combat? Why was she scary?
She's one of the fabled dragon riders. That's why she's
like,
scary.
Why was she scarier than Iandus? I guess is the question.
We've been told that she is far more powerful than Iandus. I have not seen her abilities, but that is what we've been informed.
Okay. Solid. I don't think I have any more questions for him. Does anyone else have anything they want to ask about the town, the neighboring areas, anything?
I'm not even there.
Just
Well, I would have asked you if you had anything before that fact.
just curious, you could mention to him about the library thing, and maybe there's some buried archive of the library from before? Probably not, but I mean, you could just mention it.
Did you happen to save any books before the purge of this grand library? It seems to be rubbing some of my colleagues the wrong way.
Unfortunately, no. We were forced to burn all of them.
Okay.
I knew it.
Yeah. The church's leader, who is or big players of the church that you know of that would be dangerous.
There's only really one in this city. And that would be Hacktag. He is a dragonborn, and he is quite vicious and very devout in his preaching.
Okay.
He's a capable caster, not as strong as myself, so you should have no problem with him, I don't think.
Okay.
But he is by far the most skilled one within the church here.
Okay. So we know who to watch for. Yeah, no, is there any questions you have for us?
Think of it. How did you kill Iandus and this dragon?
Well, you saw what I was able to do, and each one of my colleagues is about as potent.
Bullshit.
What? It's true.
It is.
It's true.
I did see the furry one fight in the arena earlier. He when he hits, he's strong.
Well, so we planned, we stalked, and we got we disestablished his capital. So that was it was a difficult fight. But he went down. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really the only question I had for you.
Okay. Well, then we will do our best to get rid of the church. And then once that is done, we will have some representatives more from our organization come to you, and you can basically, you get to put them to work for, like, they're going to come, they're going to be like, oh, this is your new powers and responsibilities, and you'll probably just get to be able to put them to work. So you get some more staff. That'll be fun.
Well, I look forward to it.
Okay.
Seems like things are gonna liven up here a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so I'll thank him for giving us the meeting, and then we'll have a little powwow in the room.
Okay. Dunny.
Yeah, what's he gonna do?
You approach the hut, and there's no light source that you can see, and you see him just kind of sitting cross-legged on a stone outside, and there's another large stone next to him. He says, "Come, sit, meditate with me."
I sit on stone.
"So, youngling, why are you so angry at life?"
Well, that's what I was taught. Oh, you want more?
Yeah.
That's how I was taught to deal with everything when I was younger. Get angry with it, hit it. It'll be better.
And does it make it better?
Sometimes.
And what do you do when it doesn't?
Keep hitting it.
Seems to sit back and think for a moment. Goes, "What do you do with that cube of yours? I saw you fiddle with it right before our battle."
I ponder it.
You ponder.
It's my oldest memento of my actual parentage, because I was never raised by actual people, you see.
And
I grew up in the wilderness.
when you
Got picked up when I was young, got told to fight, and I enjoyed the fighting.
when you ponder your cube, what happens?
Well, I just kind of move stuff around. Because you see, it's got all these colors on there, and I think you're supposed to make them all match, and I've never been able to do that before.
You're on the right track. Do you get frustrated when you can't solve it?
Of course.
And when you can't solve it, what happens?
I get angry. I don't want to punch this thing, you know.
Punch what thing? Your cube?
Yeah, sphere.
Sphere. But it's a
That's
cube.
what it's named. Its name is Sphere.
Oh. Why sphere?
Because I thought it was funny.
I can appreciate that. It says to you, he says, I can think of a way to maybe help you.
Oh.
I want to teach you my meditation technique. And it should be successful at helping to quell your inner rage somewhat. Or it could completely backfire. I don't know. We can find out. I think it'd be interesting. Want to give it a try?
Can't hurt.
Okay. And he will begin to almost hypnotize you in a sense and put you into deep trance. And as you go into this meditative trance, you see Sphere, and you see a dozen copies of Sphere, and they're circling around you and circling around your head, and you could swear you hear laughing and mocking that you are unable to do this, and you start to swell with rage and billow and just get really pissed off. What do you do?
Well, I guess I'd like to just rage where I am then.
Okay. So you rage, and the spheres just keep circling you, laughing you. Now they're starting to multiply. Now there's 12, 24, 48. What do you do?
I can't count that high.
I know. That's why I stopped at 48. Just You don't know how to solve us?
Or, yeah. Haven't been able to in the past 15 years.
You're too stupid.
Don't call me that.
You don't know anything about life.
I'm just a kid.
You just hear this
That's what they all
stupid,
say.
stupid, stupid. Just all these spheres mocking you.
I'm gonna try and punch one of the spheres.
You just punch the sphere, it shatters into a million pieces. It continues.
How stupid is that?
Really stupid. And then they just keep circling you and just keep calling you stupid and dumbass. And you see them shifting and changing and solving themselves.
I'm gonna ponder it.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and learn their pattern.
Make an intelligence check.
Because they're... Oh no, I don't do those. Let's see. Oh, -1. Okay, it's 11. Could be worse.
They're all doing different patterns and different ways to be able to solve themselves. You're not able to pick up on the pattern to actually be able to solve the one. Roll the D100 for me.
Sure.
You ponder it, and it's still out of reach. You can't quite grasp the concept of it. And they just keep laughing at you, calling you stupid. And when they solve themselves, they multiply into another 2.
Don't know what to do. Stop it. Stop.
Make an intimidation check.
Sure. There's an I in there somewhere.
The laughing increases almost tenfold. They just keep circling around you faster and faster. And it's just a blur of colors now. You can't even tell if they're solving themselves or not. Make a Constitution saving throw at disadvantage for me, please.
Sure.
The spinning begins to get to you, and you're getting dizzy from it, and you just throw up and pass out. And that's where we're gonna stop tonight.
Yeah.
We're gonna stop there.
Yep.
Well, I just have a question in
Yeah, what's up?
character to
That's
ask
the
Melisande.
stopping point.
Ask Melisande. Melisande, do you have so this will be a little bit once we have a solid plan. If you don't have anything, I could use an assistance for a day or two.
Okay.
I need help catching some animals.
Okay.
Can you help me with that?
I think I can.
Perfect. Thank you.
What do you want to catch the animals for?
Don't.
I'm gonna.
Question.
All will be explained when we get there. Basically, I'm gonna give them cake.
Why are you going to give animals cake? That's not good for them.
I'm gonna give them animal-friendly cake.
Why?
For reasons that you need to see to believe.
Is it going to harm them?
Not in the slightest.
Okay.
Huzzah. And then me and Mel will vanish.
All right.
And then we go. Yeah, okay. And then we'll do the rest over.
Perfect.
Some chat.
A good cliffhanger.
Yep.
My God, I was so involved in that between you and Dunny,
Yeah.
and you left it on there? Dude, not cool. There's still 10 minutes.
I know. That's the beauty of it.
And we started a little late. Come on.
And I still have to work in the morning, and I have not had a day off since May 7th.
Oh, I'm
Ah.
sorry.
So I'm going to try and
Hey.
get some sleep while I can.
Your parenting duties and stuff don't count.
I'm not talking about parenting duties. I have gone
Oh,
to
wow.
Tops every day since May 8th.
How does it?
Wow.
Isn't there some rule that breaks?
If I
Because
wasn't
he's
willing,
You're
yes.
understaffed.
Okay.
We are so understaffed, it's ridiculous. Like, originally, I wasn't even going to have a floater next week.
Oof.
Luckily, someone is not on vacation next week who thought they were, who was supposed. The specialist thought they were on vacation next week, but they're not, so I have coverage next week. But I still can't take a day off. So, if I wasn't the manager, I would not give a damn. But
I'm sorry, that sucks.
yeah, the only good thing about it is it's not all 8-hour shifts, but it's still 48 to 50 hours a week.
Oof.
Are you getting overtime at least?
Oh yeah, anything over 40 hours is overtime.
Oh, good. Good.
So, well, yeah. So that'll do it for tonight.
Thanks for the great session.
Thank you
Yeah,
for
that was fun.
joining.
Yes, it was very good.
See you lovely folks next week.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Yep.
See who we can
Night,
raid.
guys.